In this video, I'm going to show you how I create a plug dedicated for the Tesla to charge. And this is my existing temporary cable that I use for charging, and it's actually on the floor of my garage, which is not very good. My wife has been complaining about this for many months, and just decided now to go ahead and make a permanent version of this. This is also under the cable is not thick enough, so it's under current, and even though I never charge the car more than 10 amp, it's actually still sometimes giving a warning that says that the cable is not appropriate size, etc. Anyhow, so this is my existing cable. I'm going to replace this with a proper size cable, and it's not going to be on the floor anymore. I'll show you how it's being done on the panel. This is my electrical panel. I actually have two existing panels, and I ran out of space. This was the cable that was used for the Tesla charger. This strings up here, goes down to the floor and comes across right there. Excuse the mess here, got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, so this is going to be retired. I have already removed it from the circuit breaker, and this is what's going to replace. So this is a brand new sub panel. The actual power, that the source power has not been hooked up yet, but I'm just prepping everything about this sub panel. And this sub panel is going to serve also the purpose of my emergency power, which includes being able to power up the Tesla or charge the Tesla. So currently I only have two circuit breakers here. One for, this is going to be for the Tesla, and this is going to be the input power, and this is going to have a cable later on from here that goes to this panel right here using a 100 amp circuit. So the maximum for this panel is going to be 100 amp, 240 volts. All right, so let's get back to discussing about the Tesla charger. This is the cable. This thick cable right here, that's what's going to be feeding the Tesla charger. It goes up the wall, comes out there, and comes across the garage, goes around garage, and goes all the way there, and comes out the other side. This cable here is a 10 gauge SOOW. I forgot what SOW stands for, but it's for outdoor. It's weather resistant, water resistant, etc. So this is actually an overkill cable to be used here indoor, but it's better to be safe, on the safe side, every time you're dealing with electricity. And it's stranded, and it's rated for I think up to 80 amp, 600 volt. And this particular cable here, so if you want to use 60 amp, make sure that you have a cable that is stranded, that is at least 10 gauge or lower. But please consult with your local area electrical code or national electrical code. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and give the disclaimer right now that I am not an electrician, and this is a do-it-yourself video. I just like to do my own electrical work. I feel comfortable doing so. If you're not comfortable opening up your circuit panel, circuit breaker panel, or working with electricity, please don't attempt to do this yourself. Get an electrician. It's probably going to cost you about $500. It's well worth it to get a professional electrician to wire your Tesla charger properly. And this video is just about how I do my Tesla charger, and I have done it using a temporary cable, and I'm going to do it even more properly, and it's going to work. Again, I'm not responsible. If you have damage or suffer, I guess, electrocution or anything, or you have been harmed because you watch the instruction from this video. So keep that in mind. You are at your own risk, but I'm just showing you how I have done my Tesla charger. Anyway, okay, let's get back on the video again. 60 amp breaker, 10 gauge cables stranded, and they're already hooked up right here. So the red and the black hooks up to the breaker itself. The white neutral goes to the neutral bus, and the green has gone to the ground. So 4 cables inside this big thick SOOW cable goes across all the way to the other side of the garage. Okay, and I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. Actually, before I describe the other side or go to the other side and show you what it looks like on the other side of this cable, I would like to explain what to do, what my suggestion to do if you run out of circuit breaker. Now, I have done a couple of things when I run out of circuit breaker, and I'm going to explain it to you, some of the simpler ones. Let me give you an example here. This is a 240 volt outlet. This did not come with the house. I installed this myself, and this is for a welder, for electrical welder. And when we installed this, we actually did not have room here either. So what I did was, there was a 30 amp circuit here, and instead of just a regular 30 amp like this one right here, this is just a 35 amp 2 poles circuit, 240 volts. I actually bought a dual, I guess doubling up the capacity here. I don't know what you'd call it. So we have 2 circuit breaker here. This is 1 circuit breaker here, and then the inside is another circuit breaker. And so I replaced something like this with something like this so that I can have now 2 different circuits going through, and they're both going to be 30 amp. So I didn't lose any protection, and I'm just doubling up the capacity of being able to put another I guess device or circuit into the panel, but safely. I did not overload the capacity of any circuit breaker. Okay, so I believe these are the cable that goes to here. So I simply hook up these and this here, and then the existing 2 that was before are those thinner 30 amp cable. Those are actually way too thin for a 30 amp. That looks pretty strange, but I didn't do those. That came with the house. All right, so I just want to explain that in case you run out, you can do that technique, or you can actually combine, like for example, let's say you have 230 amp, and you would combine the 230 amp into one of these block right here, so that you have one empty setup block, and then you can get a 60 amp block like this to be put here, so that you have the extra space. Because for a Tesla, you would need to have at least 60 amp. I think 50 amp is minimum. Let me see, 50 times 240 give you 10,000 watts or so. Yeah, I'm not sure. The newer cars definitely requires a lot more juice, but I'm gonna be happy with my 60 amp. I'm sure whatever that maximum amp I'm gonna be able to charge in a car, because I'm not even using anywhere close to 30 amp, and that's my maximum capacity right now. So 60 amp is going to be plenty for me. If not, then I'll drive to a supercharger and charge it there quickly. Anyhow, that's enough for explanation at the breaker side. So let's go to the other side of that cable and show you what type of plug that I use, and how I'm wiring that cable to the plug so that we can use it with the mobile charger. Okay, this is the existing plug that we got unplugged right here. So we are going to remove the cables from here and attach it to the new cable. Okay, I got the cover open, and okay, so this is what the inside looks like. So I'm just gonna copy how I wired it. Keep in mind that this green cable here with the red electrical tape, that indicates that this is supposed to be the red cable. So let me see here. This one right here, this black cable, which is the third cable, is going to this blue connector, or green connector, sorry, green connector, and this is ground. So this is ground, and it's going to be attached to the new cable with the green color. This is red on this side, and then the black supposed to be on this side right here. So red, black, excuse me, this thing keeps sliding, sorry. Okay, red, black, ground, and neutral. Okay, the white one is neutral. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna do the I'm gonna remove this, and we're gonna hook it back up. Okay, I forgot to mention that this is this plug right here is called the NEMA 14-50R. Okay, so this is actually not even rated at 60 amp. This is rated only at 50 amp, 125 or 250 volt. So we're going to be using the cable and the circuit breaker that is way above this capacity. I think that's going to be okay. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to be pulling 60 amp. I think my car, which is a 2013 Tesla, is an old one, can only do maximum 40 amp anyway. So should be safe. 50 amp NEMA 14-50R. I'm not sure this is the same kind of plug for the dryer, for electrical dryer, for the clothes dryer. I think I read somewhere that it is, but I'm not sure. Just make sure that you buy this. I'm gonna put a link in the description. I bought mine from Amazon. It's made by Leviton. I think you can get some from Home Depot, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna have the link in the description for this plug, and also the cable, the appropriate cable that you can buy. Okay, this is the side, or the other side of the cable that came from the circuit breaker, 60 amp circuit breaker. And as you can see, I just rewired everything here properly. This side here is the red, neutral, ground is always the green one, and this side is the hot black one. So everything is nice and tight, good to go. And this is my Tesla charger, and I'm gonna put on a cover, but this is just a test right now. See how everything fits very snugly. So just a little bit of a cable slack there, and that goes in right there. So all I have to do right now is cover it, and that would be good to go. Okay, so this is going to be the final assembly right here. So I'm plugging this in, and it's 100% tight and solid. I haven't powered on the circuit breaker yet. I actually haven't even powered my sub panel, but I'll do that on another video. Just want to show you that this is my setup right now. I have this 3D printed a Tesla I guess charge holder, which is pretty nice actually, for I believe $10 on eBay. I'll put the link on the description also, if you want to get that. All right, well, that's about it. And it's been a fun video. So this is how I'm gonna just charge right now. No cable laying on the floor anymore, and it's going to be nice. As you can see, the power is flowing and the Tesla charger is working. Thank you for watching. If you find this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like videos like this for do-it-yourself subjects, saving money, doing yourself, in this project, I'll probably save myself about $400. Hopefully, did not do too bad of a job. I don't think this is not safe. Try to use definitely the safest materials and the safest technique. If I'm not doing something that is completely safe, please leave a comment in the description. Leave a comment in the comment section so I can learn more about how to do it better. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel to see more do-it-yourself.